RPA is good at removing mundane, boring tasks, which most employees don't want to do. And you want to free up their time so they can do productive work or more intellectual work, which is beneficial to the organization. So that's the first point. The second point is, as drivers, I mean, there's a whole host of drivers that you can use. In some organizations, you have high attrition of employees. So that's a classic area where you can actually use robots because you can't replace human beings quickly. You know, they require training, they require induction, there's a ramp-up time. So if you've got a call center to run, it's going to be very difficult to get resources in. So an RPA could be a classic solution.
Just on contact centers, this interesting example there is that automation can actually help you get people to the front line faster. You don't need to train them through that 700-step click-through process, but rather you can kind of truncate the process through automation.
Absolutely, you are spot on 100%. Therefore, if you have attrition that's very high, RPA could be a solution. Again, you could have a situation maybe in revenue assurance, where you have revenue leakage. And you have revenue leakage because of some employees, they are manipulating the system. So here you can use RPA to actually remove that human weakness and make sure that your revenue leakage does not happen.
Now, coming to the automation strategy, where would you say RPA fit into the overall automation strategy for any business?
I think the holy grail of the modern day, let's say, organization is to have end-to-end automation with zero touch or zero human involvement. So what you will have, you have a computer operator, which we have discussed. RPA can fit in there very nicely to mimic the behavior of the computer operator. Then you've got system automation. Now, system automation is your classic, you need systems because you have different processes, you have procurement to pay, you have lead to cash, and you have systems designed to give some order there and to speed up the transactions that happen end to end. So there's system automation. There is offline batch processes that run after hours. And so when we talk about automation strategy, we are talking about end-to-end automation. The missing component is that robots cannot think. RPA is not intelligent. It needs integration with artificial intelligence. So if you have RPA combined with AI, with system automation, with offline batch processes, and then you've got actually end-to-end automation taking place.
Now, with regards to processes in any organization, there is generally this debate that you improve your processes first, sort them out, or you go ahead, implement RPA as is, and then later on deal with the process areas. You know, what's your view on this?
Well, I think there are advantages and disadvantages to both approaches. So the danger of, let's say, fixing the process before applying RPA is that some of the processes are quite complex and it can take an awful long time to actually fix the process before you can use the technology. And people can't wait that long. They may lose interest. And on the flip side, you can just quickly go and apply RPA. And like I said, RPA mimics behavior. And if the computer operator has bad behavior, then you're going to mimic bad behavior. So you have to find a strategy for your organization that sort of blends the two schools of thought on this. So let's say for trying out the technology, I think go ahead, experiment, look at some processes and deploy software robots.